Get some sheen to this hair. I don't know what I do wrong, y'all. For real, I don't know. Don't know what I do wrong, but it never looked like my sister's. Like, this is why I pay people to do my hair, because obviously I washed this yesterday and I let it air dry and it's huge. Okay, it is so freaking huge. So hopefully me putting some curls in it is gonna help it, like, but I don't know. So if y'all see me looking down, my mirror is like down here. I'm in like a new setup, and if y'all could see this actual setup, you'll be like, girl, how are you even working in those conditions? But we are working with what we have until we can get what we want. This is gonna be my first time using these lawn curlers actually, so I don't know how good they are, and I hope I don't have to get back up and change them, but I think I'm gonna start from the back and work my way up. How about that? So I wanted to come on and do a Tershai Get Ready With Me with y'all because it's been a minute. I'm actually out of footage and I have no more vlogs left. Like, the last vlog that y'all seen was the last vlog that I recorded, and there's nothing left, friends. I literally let my videos get away from me because I had all this footage and I just stopped vlogging, and I was like, you know, I got so much footage, it'll be fine. I don't have to vlog today. And I've done things, you know, that would be considered vlog worthy, realistic days in the life, but I just didn't capture them. And then some like heavy emotional things came up for me in this past week and a half that really kind of just threw me out of my orbit, and I was just trying to figure out like how to keep myself together without having to be admitted to a hospital. For y'all, it might sound dramatic because it's like y'all see me online and I look a certain way online, I present myself a certain way online, but if y'all been watching the vlogs, link in the description, y'all can like kind of pick up on some of the things that I've been saying, but I haven't really been honing in on those things and making it the primal focus of my videos. I got a call from Nia last night and she really just poured into me, and it really helped me to put some things in perspective. Like, gosh, I'm really supported in this life, and it's important for us to really celebrate our friends, be there for our friends, and support our friends. And when we say support, like, support doesn't look the same way for everybody. One thing that I learned in therapy is that you have to know the role that each person plays in your life, and how is it that they are bringing value to your life, how are they benefiting you, what is it that you're learning from them, what is it about them as a reflection of you that they're teaching you about yourself. I'm really grateful for all of my connections, all of my friends. Like, I literally prayed to be able to have a group of people who are of like mind with me, who are supportive, who are on a spiritual journey of their own, and we can help each other navigate through this thing that we call life. And just her giving me a call and like pouring into me yesterday, it was really needed. I was able to cry, like we cried on the phone together. I was able to release some things that I had been holding on to, and I just love that there's certain connections that I have that is just so telepathically connected to me. They just know like when I'm not okay. It's really nice to have that, because I felt like I spent so much of my time returning back to Richmond from college alone. I did have a little cuddy buddy, I had a little boo thing, but they weren't the type of person that I could really go to in like really deep and spiritual ways. They really didn't get me, they didn't understand me, and we just wasn't aligned outside of the physicality of being friends with benefits. So I really was missing that emotional aspect, and I didn't really feel connected to my family in that way to be able to go to them about things. Honestly, I'm just getting to a point where I can talk to my family even a little bit about what's going on with me. And for some of y'all probably like, girl, how can you talk to, I don't know how to do this. Oh my god, this area like was a good idea in theory, but I don't know how to curl this like from where I am, like, and how I got this plugged up. I need more give, like it's gonna have to give me more. Give me more, baby. My family just hasn't been, I love them, we be be there for each other, but in the aspect of me going to them about my problems, what I'm going through, that makes me feel very uncomfortable, just because of trauma in the past that I haven't like healed from. And so I just feel way more comfortable talking to my romantic partner or my platonic friendships about what's going on with me, or even going to therapy. It's just that this past month I wasn't able to get an appointment in with my therapist because she didn't have availability much because of the holiday. So her calendar was pretty much blocked off, and the first time that I had been able to talk to her since November, or maybe like early December, I think it was November to be honest, was yesterday. And I got so frustrated. Oh my god, y'all, I got so frustrated in therapy. I am on my cycle, so I'm probably moody, and she probably was like, I don't know who the f you think you talk to, but I like had to get it. Like I had to go off on her. I did, y'all. I went off on my therapist yesterday because I was just not feeling the vibes. Like, I couldn't believe her. And I'm not gonna go into detail as to what we talked about because of the simple fact that it's just gonna make me mad all over again. In hindsight, there's been times where like my therapist has read me and I didn't like it in the moment, but like later on down the line I came to terms with like what it was that she said, had some form of acceptance towards it, or at least was able to like grasp where she was coming from. But this one, y'all, it's a no for me. I would never. And it just goes to show that I know for sure that I'm a unique person. I'm a peculiar person. The way I see the world, the way I see life is so outlandish that not even a therapist can wrap their mind around like what I be saying. And that's why I'm grateful for my friends and my close ones, because I feel like my soul tribe actually gets me and gets where I'm coming from. A lot of times when I be really opposed to living the status quo of life, I have friends in my life who are like, yes, so on board about that, who are so supportive. They also feel the same way. They're trying to get in a similar space in their own lives of having control of their reality, having control of their days. And when I say control, I'm not saying like control from an egotistical standpoint, but just not being fly by night, going by the seat of your tails, and just living life aimlessly without intention. Like control and being very intentional about your desires, your vision, what you see for yourself, and not letting this world consume you with all of these expectations of how you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to be working, the type of role that you're supposed to be playing because you look like this and you are this and that. Like, the ones who get it, and the ones who don't won't. And that is something that I had to take from therapy yesterday. Like, she's just not gonna get it. Yes, for me, what I was saying to her, it does seem unrealistic. It does seem like my head is in the clouds, but I mean, that's just my reality. Like, don't ask me to be clear about my vision. I tell you what my vision is, and then you tell me that that's not gonna work for me and that's unrealistic. What? Unrealistic? How dare you? That's how I felt. Like, how dare you? I'm happy I don't have to talk to her for 2 more weeks, because that just really put me off. Like, I had a sour taste in my mouth by the end of it. I've been going to her for like 3 years now, and like I said, it's been times where she's read me and I didn't like it, and I walked out of there and I was so angry and upset, but like, she had a point. But this time, no. Baby, it's a no for me. It's a no for me. But what I have realized is, y'all, that something that's been really difficult for me to navigate here lately, y'all, is boundaries. I've been feeling like I've been kind of like, I started my year off so beautifully, and that was why I wasn't really vlogging like that, because I really started my year off with great intention. I was clearing my space, I was clearing energy, I was going through things that had piled up and getting them all together, reading things that didn't disturb me no more, just getting my environment together, getting my space together, planning out what I see for myself moving forward. It was just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And somewhere along the way, within the last couple of weeks, I just got so off my rocks with everybody else's problems, everybody else's drama, everybody else stuff that they had going on with themselves. And I was talking to Yasmin Courtney. Y'all check the description box down below for Journey Free Podcast. Make sure that y'all are following and connected with us on y'all favorite listening platforms, because I did a podcast interview with Yasmin Courtney, and she was just saying that, like, the biggest advice, and I'm giving it away, but y'all my journey, so the advice that she would give to her 20-year-old self is that, like, those people will be fine. And that's something I have to come to terms with, because I felt in these last couple of days, this past week, I just felt like other people was running the trajectory of my life. And for me, I do like helping people, but I don't like helping people to the point where I'm exhausted. I don't like helping people to the point where my cup is no longer full. I'm tired, I'm burnt out. Like, I don't like helping people to the point of burnt out. And I really allow myself to feel so sorry for somebody that I just help them to the point of exhaustion for myself. They perceive, because we sat down and had a meal together, that my exhaustion will go away because I sat down. Little did they know, I'm like, my point of exhaustion and why I feel this way is literally because of you and your energy. Y'all, I cannot sit around people who are so miserable in their lives that they just talk and talk about everybody's drama, all their problems. Like, yeah, I get venting sometimes, but if you're complaining day in and day out, I cannot be around you. Like, what are you gonna do to change your reality? What are you gonna do to make things look differently for yourself? That's the type of time that I'm trying to be on. For me, I'm in this process of putting certain people on the block list, going on Do Not Disturb for a period of time on my phone, and all of that, because of the simple fact that I just cannot deal with the foolery and the that some people just come with. Like, just toxic. When you're a light worker, when you're a light being, when you're a chosen one, when you have a calling on your life, people gravitate towards you and they try to, like, leech off of your energy, and they will literally try to drain all that they can from out of you. It's giving narcissist. It's giving narcissist. They will drain every bit of you. I was talking to someone else that I'm connected to that's going through a breakup right now, and they were dating a narcissist, and, like, a lot of the qualities about this person, see, bad energy. A lot of the qualities about that person that they were describing, it reminded me of, like, people in my family. And I was like, oh my God. But luckily for me, I've been protected. Like, God has protected me to not have to grow up around these people. And I see why. When I was a kid, I used to cry and wonder why I couldn't have a connection with this family, and why they didn't reach out to me, why they were so absent, why they abandoned me. And as an adult, now that I'm starting to, like, be around them and stuff now, I'm just like, I do not want to be around y'all. Like, I'm good. I think y'all could have stayed exactly where you were. And that's just me assessing the role that they play in my life. Like, you're not adding value to my life at all. So why am I allowing you to stress me out? Why am I allowing the mistakes that you've made in your life and your decisions that you've made in your life to impact me in such a way that I'm burning myself out for you? Sometimes the love that we have for ourselves needs to trump the love that we are trying to show to other people for their acceptance and their approval. And that's something that's been so hard for me to learn, and it's something that I really want to release, because it's really holding me back energetically. I do know that I'm storing a lot of things as it relates to abandonment within myself that ultimately makes me make not the best decisions in how I show up for people, the people that I allow into my life. And I know that my higher self is calling for different energy, and that different energy has come in, but there's still some weeds that need to be weeded out that I have to assess for myself for my highest and most greatest good. And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to let some people go. Sometimes it's so unbearable to tell people no. Sometimes it's so unbearable to just see people suffer. But I cannot allow other people's suffering to bring suffering into my own world, especially after I've done so much work to truly bring myself to a place of happiness, fulfillment, and joy. To really have to, I don't like sitting in the moodiness of myself a lot of times. However, I don't like encouraging triggers because of these expectations I have around like what people supposed to be to me and how they're supposed to be for me because of their role or whatever familial title they have. Like, I know what's important for me is definitely refamilying myself, retribing myself, like really connecting to my soul tribe, because I know that my familiar tribe is not really serving me in this moment right now. It's a hard pill to swallow because I really love them and I really care about them. Do y'all think I should like pin these? This side seems way tighter and this side seems like way lower, but maybe it can be like a layering type effect. I don't know. I'm gonna try to figure it out. Let me try to put some holding spray on my hands so that it can hold better. But this side is just not giving, but it's because I'm up against the wall here. Oh my god. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish curling this, and then we're gonna come and pop back on and do some makeup, which I'm so excited about. And then I gotta give y'all some updates on like my products and stuff. I'm using all of the same things, but I definitely want to talk about my skin. I'm gonna talk about why my skin is looking like it is. Y'all can probably pick up why my skin is feeling like it is based on what I've been talking about. But yeah, so let me finish these curls for the girls and I'm gonna pop back on.
Needed you to be my boy. Where the fuck does your mind go? Where the fuck did the time go? Small talk kept the lights so cut to the chase, get out my face. Needed you to be mindful of me. Needed you to be.
Okay y'all, so as you can see, I went ahead and pin curled it and everything. That way it can kind of be like out of my face while I'm putting my makeup on. Yeah, it's been a minute since I did my makeup. If y'all see me looking down, it's because my mirror is down here. Y'all know the little spill that the YouTubers always give, but I don't want y'all to think that I'm not giving y'all eye contact because y'all know we connected. I'm putting a little primer on. I'm running out of everything. That's what I wanted to tell y'all in the last clip. Like, I don't even have my freaking Sasha Buttercup setting powder. I don't know how my makeup is gonna turn out today, but I really wanted to film. I really wanted to make a video for you guys because it's been a minute and I have to get content. Like, what time is it? It's 10:45. I've been up since 7 o'clock and this is as far as we got. I'm so hungry. Like, girl, get it together. Yeah, I think once I bring my curls down, everything will just come together. Hopefully it'll look okay. Like, I can't find my eyebrow pomade. I don't have any setting powder. A low on foundation. Like, I just need to re-up on everything. Oh, the drama. But my makeup brushes are clean. I clean my makeup brushes. If y'all girlies have not cleaned y'all makeup brushes, this is your reminder. I did clean my makeup brushes in the new year, so hopefully I can get rid of this breakout that I got going on. But I really feel like the stress that I'm dealing with in my life has been contributing to that. And it's so crazy because I don't feel stress internally. The stress that comes in my life is literally other people's expectations of me, other people's problems, other people's life. That's literally what brings stress into my life. Like, honestly, I am not even a person who has anxiety. It's the people around me's anxiety that makes me feel the way that I do. And I really just want to be in a space where I get a better handle on that, where I don't allow other people's to impact me in the way that it does. I'm gonna put a little Pixie Glow spray on my foundation brush. I want to use a sponge, but of course I was not prepared and I didn't wet one, and I just don't like what a dry sponge does. Like, no, it's not for me. So let's get some foundation on. Do y'all got any tips, like how to not let other people's craziness in their life impact you? Like, it's literally such a hard pill for me to swallow, because I get so invested into like really the people that I care about lives and like the decisions that they make for themselves. I guess like my therapist, she called me judgmental. She was like, you're so judgmental of your family and your friends. And I'm like, am I? She was like, you don't let them be their selves, but you want them to let you be yourself. I'm like, absolutely, of course I do. But I couldn't see the ways in which I didn't let people be themselves. So like the decisions that they make, how I let them impact me or make me feel some type of way, like I wish they would choose differently for their lives. And I'm guessing like, okay, I'm sure they wish I would choose differently for my life too. And so me just trying to be in a space where I am like gentle with the people that's in my life and the people that's around me, it's been a big challenge, because like I don't be wanting them to be taken advantage of. I don't be wanting them to burn themselves out or exhaust themselves out over taking care of other people. And it's like, yeah, I do it too, so like how can I be mad? So I need to figure out how I can get a better handle on my own existence and not care what other people got going on, and let them live their lives. Like, they chose their reality, they chose their existence, and I'm sure they feel like what they're doing for themselves is what's best for themselves. So who am I to put my input in? And that's something I was talking to Reed about. Like, she was like, yeah, I can have feelings towards different aspects of your life, but I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm not gonna speak on that. I'm not gonna say like how I feel. I was like, you a good one, because if I feel some type of way about an aspect of your life, I'm gonna definitely tell you. But that's me having self-awareness. Like, yo, when I say everything is dropping, every fucking thing is dropping. But that just goes to show that like what my therapist said is true. I don't let people like live and have their own autonomy over their life. And so that's why I struggle in my own connection so much when I feel judged and that people are trying to control me and like that, or people don't have my best interests and things. It's like, because I see better from my perspective for them, and they see better from their perspective from me. And maybe that's what my therapist was trying to bring across. Like, she has an idea of what's better for me and what's gonna work for me, and what I feel like is gonna work or what I feel like I should do is unrealistic to her. What I feel like my best friend should do in her life, what I feel like my partner should do in their life, my mom, everybody, like, it's from my perception of what's better and what's best. But it's just like, girl, is it really? You got enough going on for yourself to be worried about other people and the decisions that they're making. Let them people do them and mind your business. If somebody want to do different and be different, they will. It's not our place to stick our nose in and like try to control what other people got going on with their life. That's what I'm trying to work on this month and beyond, because obviously I got some issues around that, and I can't expect other people to give me a certain level of grace to get the off my body about how I'm living and if I don't do the same, right? In order for them to get off my body, I gotta get off theirs and let them make their own decisions and not be an I told you so person, because I hate those type of people too. Like, I hate those people that fathom ideas in their mind about how something is not gonna work, or how something isn't working, or how something is not right for me. And if it turns out in a way that their assumptions like turns out to be true, they hit you with the I knew that was gonna happen, I told you so. Yeah, because you thought it so heavily and so intensely that it came to reality. Like, that's literally how I approach things. The more you fixate on something over and over and over, it's probably gonna come true for you. Even if it's my reality, it's because your frame of reference was so heavily embedded in this being a thing that your mind just formulated it in that way. And for some people, that's a hard concept to grasp, and I know it is, because I be trying to explain it and they be like, no, that's not it, I just know. And I'm like, no, you fixated on it so much that it became a reality for you. Even if it played out in my life, due to the fact that you perceive the world to be this way, it's gonna play out that way. I'm just the example. Spirit is just using me as the example to fulfill what you want. And resistance just grows stronger. So if you say that there's something specific that you don't want to deal with or that you don't want to do, don't fixate on it, because you're gonna create that to be stronger and stronger in your life. We have to get a better handle and hold on our thoughts. The way that we're thinking, the way that we're perceiving, the way that we're seeing our reality. I know for me, like in my current relationship, for example, my partner is really private, so I don't be really trying to come on here and talk about my relationship like that. But I can speak like from my perspective how I have shown up. And something that I noticed that I do is I sabotage. Like, something couldn't be my fault, but I will make it my fault because I feel like I'm not worthy to be in this relationship. I definitely hold my partner to a high standard. I put them on a pedestal, and it's times where I feel like I'm not worthy enough to have somebody like that in my life, because like the way in which my partner treats me, I never had anybody to treat me that way. And I was watching Nisha's vlog, and she was saying how like if somebody brings her flowers, she's not gonna get excited about it. And she was basically following up about a talk that Glamazante was having with somebody, and how one of them was saying that they like get excited about gifts and stuff like that. And so like a lot of the things that my current partner has given to me, I've never experienced stuff like that in my life. I be feeling like, wow, I'm amazed. Is this what people are getting in relationships? And so I allow my partner to set the standard for what it is that I get out of a relationship. I don't really set standards for them to actually meet. And a part of it, y'all, honestly, I think is because I don't have any expectations. And due to the fact that I don't have any expectations, I let people show up in a way as to what they want, and I kind of like just accept like what it is that they give me, because I personally feel like that's the capacity of what they know how to do. So for me, when I show up like that in my relationship, while on the other hand my partner is expecting something different, I'm like, you got to be able to articulate to me what it is that you're expecting and what it is that you want, because I come into this like, you just give me whatever you got. You get what I'm saying? And for a lot of people, y'all like, girl, no, why would you do that? But for me, it's just like, I don't want to be the type of girlfriend that's be tripping, you know? Like, I don't want to be the type of girlfriend that be tripping on shit that you do. It's irritating to me to be like that. It's irritating to have somebody to trip on me about what it is that I do. And for me, I consider it tripping, but for other people, they see it as a standard and an expectation, which I don't have. So a lot of times I just let things just go with the flow. I don't really be setting up like, okay, this is what I want, this is what I want to get out of this is what I want to receive from you. Like, me being able to articulate that to my partner is so difficult and hard, like, yeah, I can create a space of communication for us. I can come up with different, like, mentally stimulating activities for us to communicate better, for us to get to know each other better. I challenge them with, like, questions and things like that. But when it comes to, like, what I want out of the relationship and being able to articulate that, that's difficult for me, because a part of me feels like I'm not even worthy to even say what I want here. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, who are you to try to regulate what somebody else does for you? I feel like me doing that is a turn off, and I think I feel that way because I've been in relationships with people for so long that whenever I vocalize something that I wanted, they will fucking make it seem like it was such a big deal, and it traumatized me. Damn, this is a simple request. I'm also the type of person that tries not to go into things and think like, oh, because I'm your girlfriend, I'm supposed to have X, Y, and Z. I hate a possessive person. Like, I can't stand it. And so I see certain shit as like being possessive, and I don't like that. I used to date this person that anytime I wanted something, it was always a problem. I couldn't ask, but I would bend my back for your. I'm the type of person that it takes me a long time. It takes me a really, really, really long time for me to cut straws with you, cut ties with you, and cut you out of my life, or like put you on a block list or not deal with you anymore. My capacity for enough is enough is so ridiculously severe. The meter as to where someone could like go to actually slight me and like do me dirty, and I still accept that treatment in my life, ridiculous. If you are a person in my life and you get to the point where I cut you off or I don't deal with you anymore, just know that you really had to be tripping. People be asking me about connections from so many freaking years ago, and I be like, really? Just know that if that person is no longer in my life anymore, they really slighted me. Know that. I'm not perfect. I'm not an angel either. I'm not a perfect person. So I'm not trying to make it seem like all my relationships are bad, all my friendships are bad. Like, yes, I play my part, but at the same time, like, if I'm gonna be your person, if I'm gonna be your friend, I'm gonna be all in for you. Like, I hardly ever ask people for. So if I ask you for something and you can't do that for me, I just feel like, why are you here? And that goes back to my conversation that I was having with y'all at the beginning about knowing people's role in your life, and as to whether they're benefiting you, as to whether they're bringing you value truly. And due to the fact that my expectations of people is so low, you could literally do the bare minimum and like it will make my heart sore. Like, I would feel so honored that like you gave me the bare minimum. And I really want to move into a space where it's not like that anymore. I do want to move into a space where if I show up for you in a certain type of way and you're not reciprocating, or you're not loving me in a way that I want you to love me, you're not caring for me in a way that I want you to care for me, you have to go. And it's gonna come up later on a podcast episode that I did, but I had to cut somebody off recently because they would always cancel on me, and I started to get triggered by them canceling on me. The time that I've invested in getting to know you and build a connection with you, and then whenever we're supposed to meet up, there's always some excuse as to why you can't meet up with me. Like, enough is enough. But y'all, it took me 3 years to say something, and then I had to like go back and forth in my mind, like, am I tripping? I had to make sure that I didn't even read the response to me setting a boundary with them, because I knew that it would allow me to get myself pulled back in. And I had to protect my own energy and my own sanity and say, like, Unique, you've set a boundary here with this person. You set an expectation. Do not let them swindle you out with their perception and their views of like how things went down. No, You canceled on me multiple times, and I don't want to be with a friend like that. Like, if I want you to be an online only friend, you will know that. But if I want to actually share myself with you in real physical space and you continuously cancel on me, that made me mad, and I have to cut you off because now you're tripping. So granted, I miss them, I miss this person, but I need them to show up for me in a different way, and I'm gonna do that for every single person that's in my life right now. Y'all excuse the background noise. Every single person that's in my life right now, that's where I'm at with it. I'm gonna determine the role that I want you to play in my life. I'm gonna articulate that to you. I'll give you time to shift in that direction, and if I notice that it's starting to become an issue repeatedly where you can't do that, I'm cutting you off. You're done. That's really gonna help me be able to be okay with being by myself, being okay with not having to beg somebody for their time, to be able to have access to me in the way that this person had access to me is a gift. And I want everybody that's connected to me to know that, like, me sharing my space with you and my energy with you is a gift, because the energy that I have on my life, the calling that I have on my life, what it is that I can do, how I can transmute, how I know that I make people feel, you're crazy if you take that for granted. I'm done being taken for granted. It's hard for me to tell people no, but I'm really fed up. It took me a while to be fed up, but now I'm at a point where I am, because I'm so burnt out dealing with people and their madness, their anxiety, their stresses. Can we just move into some different energy this year? Like, let's be real. I'm feeling this way not because of the new year. I'm feeling this way because I'm really coming up close on my birthday, and some people probably feel like it's kind of far ahead to be thinking, but I'm in my last quarter of being a 28-year-old woman. I'm about to be 29 years old. I'm about to be in the last year of my 20s. I want the last year of my 20s to look so differently than what I had to experience. Like, granted, I've made beautiful memories. I've made like great memories, but also some really up like happened in my 20s and in my life in general, and I am done. I'm done with the suffering. I'm done with being taken advantage of. I'm done with begging people for their time, their attention and devotion. Like, somebody that truly like rocks with you, somebody that truly wants you in their life, they will make time for you each and every time. And I know that I have showed up just that way in so many of my connections, and I did not get that in return. And the last quarter of my 28th year, we're done. And 29 will never, 29-year-old me will never see the day. But it took all those years. It took a decade for me to really learn. It took a decade, but we made it, and I'm happy. But the moral of it all, y'all, is take me as I am or have nothing at all. That's what it's giving. These lashes are so cute. Shout out to my mom for picking these up, because I really needed some, and I love these. I love them. It's giving vibe. It's giving wham bam, thank you ma'am. It's giving, I think this is 15. Oh, there we go. That's pretty natural. I do gotta work today, so I feel like this is a lot for work. I should film something else. But let's take these curls down. I think my makeup came out okay, considering like I don't have all of my go-to products. Like, I really need to do a re-up. Maybe we'll go makeup shopping or something on the vlog together really soon. y'all let me know what y'all want to see on the channel. I always ask y'all don't say nothing, so I just be posting what I think is best, but it would be nice to have y'all feedback sometimes of what y'all want to see, because even though this channel is really just an outlet for me to be able to creatively express myself and document my journey and stuff like that, like I would like for y'all to have some things that like y'all reach for and that y'all are interested in seeing. I know I tend to make content that I like to watch and put on my channel, so what do y'all like to watch? Do y'all just watch me for me, or do y'all watch me because y'all really just like the kind of content that I put out? This came out pretty. I'm happy. This is so pretty. I love how this turned out. Wow, this is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Y'all know I don't know how to do baby hairs or nothing, so I just did a little fake on that side. But yeah, so this is how the look turned out. Excuse the noise. Y'all know I don't live alone, but I did want to go ahead and close this video out because my camera is actually dying now, so I can't even talk to y'all anymore. But this is a really long one. Y'all said y'all wanted longer content, and I wanted to bring it to y'all, just opening up, being transparent, vulnerable, and sharing my life's journey with y'all and what it is that I've been going through, giving y'all this little life update about what's been happening with y'all, girl, making sure that I'm showing up in this space, reaching out, putting these videos out, and keeping that promise to myself that I'm gonna keep posting no matter what. So thank y'all so much for taking the time to watch this chit chat get ready with me. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Turn your post notifications on, that way you can always be on the up and up until next time that I post another video. Your girl is hungry, so I'm about to go make some food, get dressed, and start my day. So if y'all want to see what I get into from here, then definitely check out the vlog when it goes up sometime next week. I love y'all journeys, and I will see y'all on the next video. Bye.